who is getting frustrated in terms of a connection. I do feel like this would be a romantic connection. We have the Witch card, which is one of my favorites. Beneath the veil of night, my thoughts conjure light. Shining through the darkness, I am magic burning bright. So I do feel like this could be one of those where you might resonate with the person who's getting a little bit frustrated with a person who doesn't know how to deal with their emotions, but it could also be about you dealing with your own emotions. Hello, too. We've got someone who has this magic within them, and it could be the person that someone is dating or pursuing. But it could also be that it's a reminder that you have this magic within you and you can change those habits that may lead to sabotage within the context of a relationship. So take it how it resonates. We've got Pumpkin Patch. You will only taste the sour if you don't seek for the sweet. Share your fruits wisely, lest you sow regrets too deep. So either letting you know that you shouldn't waste your time with somebody who's only going to focus on the negative, or if you are always expecting things to end poorly, then how can you expect to ever have a happy relationship, right? So the sabotaging relationships card says, in the tangle of love, my demons emerge, and I wonder if yours will ask them to dance. So make sure if you are dating someone that you are allowing for a positive connection or a positive ending, right? Or no ending at all for this relationship, as opposed to expecting everyone to be a big old disappointment. Hello, how's it going, Rachel? Happy Friday. Hello, Key Controller. Hello, Dana. How you doing? Let me add that for you too. What is B and C's journey? I've got that for you. Let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. And I hope your Friday is off to a great start, or whatever day it is that you're watching this. If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedonestarot@gmail.com. It's in the description box for you, along with more information on how to become a member, as well as how to find my Etsy account if you are looking for homemade soy candles. I did post a question for you all if you have comments on what I should consider for another scent in the candle collection. Let me know. I kind of want something fruity, we'll see. And coffee and cream isn't going anywhere, and probably not the butterscotch either because everybody loves that too. But we'll see. We've got some opinions, go ahead and share that. And let's dive in. I'm pretty excited about this, you guys. I wasn't feeling great yesterday, but I went out. Ooh, let me add that. Hold on a second. Thank you again to Spiritual Guidance. I went out to get like a narrow table because I have just like a little bit of room over here to like maybe get some more storage space for tarot cards. And so now I have extra space. I'm super excited. Hello, Bossy Bish. How you doing? I hope your day is going well. The next 2 weeks with Jake. I got you. Ooh, I don't think I've tried eucalyptus, but that does sound fun. Lemon blueberry muffin. Why would you do that to me? I love those combos. Hello, Joaquin. How are you doing? Oh, I hope the errands go well. I knew it. I knew it was you. I knew it. I love it. I hope you're having a good day, hon. All right, so this is the Spellcaster's Tarot, and I think this is like my new favorite stone that sits. Do you see how there's like, it's like a basin, just very, so you can like. What else do we have? I don't remember what kind of stone that is, though. Do I have the receipt nearby? I might. Nope, I think it's in my car. All right, what else do we have? 8 of Swords, 6 of Cups, Ten of Cups in the reverse and the Knight of Cups in the reverse. So I am reading for somebody who has difficulty in relationships because at the childhood stage of their life, there were at least one, but probably more than one. There were examples of individuals that did not know how to process their loving energy or did not know how to approach a romantic relationship with the kind of energy that promotes closeness and, connection. So you may have been, a witness to the dissolution of a marriage. You may have seen brothers or sisters go through really difficult relationships. It's kind of giving Elizabeth I, actually, who was probably quite resistant to marriage because she watched her father go through 6 women. That was maybe questionable phrasing because we all know it was much more than that. Marrying 6 women, okay? There's something here about it's hard for me to know how to imagine a relationship doing well because everything that I saw when I was younger was medium, right? Not really great. Ten of Cups in the reverse, Knight of Cups in the reverse. Love is a fairy tale. I only know about it because of Disney movies. I don't know if that's really a great example. I only read about it in books. It's not real. So it's hard to know that something can happen if you've never seen people actually make it happen, right? Hello, Joey. How are you doing? Yes, please no pet names. My name is Common. But hello, Super. What's up? What else do we have? The Magician. Ace of Cups in the reverse and Hermit in the reverse. Yeah. This is about being able to approach a loving connection and leaving the doubts and the questions and the tendency to blame or see negativity where there is none. Because we have Hermit in the reverse, it's like I don't know how to do that because I haven't seen anyone else do that. Ace of Cups in the reverse may also indicate that we have someone who has struggled to feel good about themselves. And if we have insecurity or a lack of confidence, that can make it pretty difficult to be in a happy relationship. As cliche as it is, that you have to love yourself first before you can love someone else, I would stand by that. Hello, Gab. How you doing? How is Al feeling about me? Feelings confession. I've added that for you. Thank you, Gab. And let's see what else we've got. And just so you all know, we're at about 8.5 minutes. So I like to go with the personal questions right around, it's pretty much right around the 35-minute mark, but I got some patient, awesome people on the list, so I don't think you're going to be mad at me. I hope you're having a good one, too. I had a little bit of a headache yesterday, but I think it's gone. Got a little extra sleep. And went to a shop and bought some band shirts. That always makes me feel better. So we got Justice and the Wheel of Fortune. Interesting. This is a very different depiction of the Wheel of Fortune, even though there are some similarities. Symbolism tied to, cups, wands, pentacles, all of that. But also the blindfolded monkey is interesting. And what are you? Okay, so we have the snake over here as well, but what is this? Can you help me, please? I don't know what that is. It's like a skinny kangaroo with a separated tail. I'm confused. So I feel like this is someone who recognizes the red flags easily, right? I see the snake and I acknowledge that that is dishonesty. It can also mean healing. So I recognize the red flags. I know when things are bad, but what do I do when somebody is actually telling me the truth? When somebody is, you know, a blessing, or they actually want to like treat me right? What do I do? I don't know how to handle that. Typo negative, because I don't know, Be My Druidess. Some interesting songs. My girlfriend's girlfriend. And then Deftones, which I will probably wear tomorrow, unless it's too hot. I didn't really have tank tops. Hello, Tom. How's it going? Hello, Michael. How are you doing? You might be new, so don't time him out, okay, you guys? Michael, if you could call me Carmen, I would appreciate that. Ooh, hello. How we doing today, Lee? He used to talk to me, but now he's very silent. Is he angry? Client, son. Rob used to talk to me. No. Is he mad? I've got that added for you. Thank you, Lee. I'm doing well. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Rachel. There was another one that was tempting for me too, but the size, it was like an XL. There's no way I was going to be able to make that work. They had some good selections though, like old school band shirts. There was a Led Zeppelin one that was good. Chemical Romance. But yeah, these were the two. So we've got Lovers in the reverse, 7 of Pentacles in the reverse, 10 of Pentacles in the reverse, and Judgment. Ooh, Lord. Okay. So it's a question of investing, right? If I assume that things are going to always end poorly, or if I assume that you're not actually interested in doing right by me, then, you know, it's less painful when you don't choose me. So this is the sabotaging, right? I assume that at some point you're going to decide that you don't want to be with me, or I'm going to assume that at some point you find someone that you like better than me. So I'm not going to put all my eggs in one basket, which is, I think, kind of a lame way. Sorry if this is you, but sorry. It's like a little bit of a lame way to say, you know, I don't think you're good enough to invest in, therefore it's not as painful for me if you walk away. But what if this person is reading the room and saying that you're not investing and that's why they walk away, right? It's like you never let the relationship actually take off. Again, keep in mind, this reading could be for you or someone that you're dealing with, but we have someone who has sabotaged relationships, and it's tied to whether or not they have a solid confidence, right? Or a good view of themselves. Hello, Mace, how you doing? Hey, Nat, what's up? Hello, Dave, how are you doing? Yeah, I think it is. Hey, homie, you want to do your Cash App thing? You can go elsewhere. But not here, hun. Hello to Mike, how are you doing? Did I say hello to Key Controller? Hello, Key Controller. Hello, Danielle. How are you doing? Hello, Missy. Hello, Patrick. How's Australia? Is it cold or hot? We've got 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. That's that long-term relationship, right? If we could actually make this work, it would be a long-term relationship. But I feel like we've got the saboteur, the person who sabotages relationships, sending out these like negative feelings, and the other person picks up on it, and it's like, oh, well, I guess you don't want me then, right? I guess I shouldn't be pursuing this. So when you expect the worst, you often get the worst, okay? And I don't want you to do that if that's you. If you're dealing with someone who expects the worst, they may be about to sabotage it. So this could be a warning letting you know they don't know how to handle it. All right. So my hands are too small to deal with this giant deck the normal way. Go ahead, make fun of me in the comments if you want. Late autumn. I love it when people use that word instead of fall. It's going to be a little hot today, but not terribly hot, which is why I felt like I could do the t-shirt. All right. What else do we have? This is the Fable Maker's Tarot, and it is like twice the size of my other tarot deck because it has like holographs. What is it? Where the image moves? So I'm laying them out on the table and picking the cards. Okay, you guys? Which kind of makes me feel like I'm gambling or something. It's interesting. All right. What else do we have? Page of Chalices in the reverse and the Magician in the reverse. Interesting because we did have the Magician come through in the upright already. This is saying you have still got the ability, or your person, to salvage what you have been pursuing, or a relationship that you are about to potentially have. It's still something that could happen if someone's able to catch those negative attitudes or behaviors that tend to happen. Here's the Magician. Do you see how it's moving or no? These little guys down here. And then Page of Cups. It's like, you haven't ruined it yet. You can still make it work. We don't have to assume the worst and then feel like you've invested in something that's just going to go away, you know? Hello, Hamza. I know you've been in here a few times. Please keep in mind that I prefer to be called Carmen. Oh, that's so exciting, Dave. Which one did you choose? Hello, Adrian. Please don't call me Mama. It's like the creepiest one out there. Please don't call me that. Yep. Yes. So we have the Ten of Swords in the reverse and the Four of Wands. I love it. The people on the Four of Wands are dancing. What is happening on the Ten of Swords, though? I don't really see much happening. I think it's just the body breathing or something. Ten of Swords in the reverse is recovery. We can do things differently, okay? Just because it's always been that way doesn't mean it has to continue to always be that way. I know there are people who are like, oh, well, it's the way we've always done it. So, you afraid of change? You know, just because you've always parted your hair down off to the side doesn't mean you can't try it down the middle. I'm not personally going to try it. But you can change. And the Four of Wands, we've got them dancing. See? I like. I like this because this is saying we can rise above that, right? Whatever the pattern was that made it difficult to really give in or enjoy the relationship or get to know someone, be vulnerable, that can change. We can have a different approach, even if it makes us feel a little bit vulnerable. So we have the Seven of Wands in the reverse. Where's the movement here? It might be the Pentacles. This is like, you don't have to give up on a relationship before it even gets started. If you read the room, you might see that somebody's actually really interested in you. I'm trying to figure out where the movement is on this one, and I can't find it. Sorry, guys. Eight of Wands in the reverse. This is like, it hasn't happened yet. So either you haven't met this person or you haven't gotten to the point where the sabotaging begins. Either that you do or that they do. And there's a conversation here that can happen that really makes a difference. Ooh, that's cool. Do you see? Here. It's Nine of Coins in the reverse, but do you see the coins moving? We don't have to give up on this yet, right? There's still a way to salvage this. And our Three of Coins card is in the reverse as well, but this is a card that talks, I mean, it's literally two people getting married. It talks about, like, we don't have to, like, burn through this connection and, again, feel like, you know, time has been wasted. There's something that we can do to change the outcome. We can use a different approach, be more vulnerable, right? Hello, Carrie. How are you doing? Hello, Taylor. How are you doing? That's awesome, Rachel. Hello, Crom. Happy Friday. We have the Ace of Cups, the King of Cups, Ace of Swords. See, there is an actual connection here. It's like we don't want you to let go of this person so quickly, or we don't want them to risk this because there's something that really makes sense about these two being together. And it's an opportunity that I feel someone takes to change their approach to love and be more emotionally available or mature, right? Nine of Cups. Hey, Rick, how are you doing? Please call me Carmen, okay, Rick? We've got Eight of Swords and another Magician in the reverse. Yeah, this is someone who's on the cusp. They can see that they want this connection. Nine of Cups would be like wish fulfillment, right? Like, oh my gosh, this is looking like what I've been searching for, you know? Like, this is the type of relationship I could see myself in for the long term. But then this, like, the doubts or the concerns, the insecurities start taking over, and the Eight of Swords is someone who struggles to see how that could look long term. I feel like it's only a matter of time before I lose control or before something is wrong. I, you know, mess it up or they say the wrong thing. So, oh well. And then they don't try. But your thoughts are powerful. If you are convinced that things will only ever end poorly, that's how it's going to go. If you are open or determined to make things go well, you have a lot more ability to see that outcome than if you are just kind of expecting it to go south. See, I think you are able to be in a very happy relationship with this person. The Hermit is saying we have an opportunity, again, either for you or the person you're dealing with, to take a different approach and be more comfortable with the idea that this could really be the relationship that you've been looking for. We just have to not... Don't F it up. So we have the Chariot, Queen of Wands, confidence. If you have this confidence in there somewhere, now is the time to take it out, okay? I feel like there is a tendency to run. And that's what the Chariot is about. But the Queen of Wands, it's like, well, maybe, just maybe, this is actually where I want to be. Maybe I don't want to run away. Maybe I want to stay with this person. So I should be focused and not as easy to distract. Ooh, that's fun. Ah, thank you too. Let me add that for you. Update. I'll do that at the same time as your others, okay too? Yes, if you believe it, you can achieve it. Hello, Sankat. If you would like me to do your reading, please attach your question to a super chat. Otherwise, I do like longer form private readings, and you can set that up by email. And I forgot to announce at the beginning, there have been impersonator comments replying to people saying that they would do a reading by WhatsApp. I will never do my readings by WhatsApp. I upload my readings to YouTube and mark them as unlisted for personal readings. So you'll always see this background and you'll always see this mug and you'll always use that email address to get those personal readings, okay? Hello, Sundar. How are you doing? Hey, please stop asking your question. We did tell you how you could get that answered, okay, hon? So we have the Seven of Cups in the reverse with the Five of Cups. If we don't take a different path, if we continue to do the same thing, it's going to result in a loss. Oh gosh, I wish I hadn't said that, or I wish I hadn't, pushed that person away, or I wish I hadn't, gotten distracted by someone hot who I really don't care for anyways. This is like, I need to stop doing those things that push people away, because this is someone that I could actually see myself being with long term. We do have some fire energy coming through with a lot of magicians coming out and the King of Wands. So we could have, for you or your person, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius featured prominently in your chart. Aw, you're so sweet. Thank you, too. Hello, Joanne. How are you doing? That's true. That's true. But generally not with the personal readings. Hello, NetNet, or sorry, I meant thank you, because I think I have already said hello. Let me add that for you. Eye doc appointment. Had glasses since a baby, and I'm getting an opinion on surgery again. Awesome. I've added that for you, Nat. Excuse me. Oh, I'm glad. I hope it goes quickly for you, Joanne. And thank you, Sundar. Do you have a question you'd like me to address, or do you want me just to pull a few cards for you? All right, let's see what we've got. We'll go with the Fairy Lenormand. Isn't that weird too? I've been there. Sometimes you get a personal reading and 65% of it makes sense. And you're like, okay, that's pretty decent. But that other stuff, that was weird. I don't know. That doesn't sound right. And then you go back weeks or even months later and you're like, oh, I see where that connects now. Career and business. I've got that for you. Thank you, Sundar. And we'll start those personal questions in we'll go with 7 or 8 minutes. Hello, Ryder. How are you doing? Lauren's energy. Your team, is she okay? I sure hope so. And I'll do that at the same time as your other one, okay, Nat? Crazy. Happy Friday, Lemonade. How are you doing? What else do we have? We have the Fish, number 34. This is good news. I think this is someone who's realizing I was about to get into that same pattern. Maybe leaving the person that I really do like in a state of confusion because I don't know how to be emotionally there or committed to that. I like to run away just when things are getting good. But I think this person's saying, you know what? I'm not going to do it that way anymore. I can leave that approach in my past because what I really want is to see how it looks when it actually goes well. What is it like when I don't run away from the romance, or when I you know, feel confident or choose to believe that it could go well. Oh, that's awesome. Hey, thank you, Lemonade. It's Neil. Got it with the new table. I got so much space now. I think I'm gonna get like a little desktop organizer thing to like stack some cards on. I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it. I know you want me. Sorry, I had to. Six of Pentacles and the Three of Swords in the reverse. We don't have to have every connection, every romance ending in heartbreak. Three of Swords in the reverse. This is like maybe, just maybe, this could be the thing that goes well. Maybe this is the connection where I could stay. Knight of Pentacles. Maybe I was getting everything packed up and I was about to leave, but then I thought, you know what? I'm going to stay. Yes. Thank you for liking and subscribing. It sure does mean a lot. So we've got the Five of Swords in the reverse. I'm so proud of you or your person, whoever it is. We have someone saying, I'm not going to sabotage this one. I'm going to communicate. I'm going to be honest with myself about how I feel and honest with them. Oh, I love this so much. Emotional maturity, King of Cups. I have the strength it takes to not run away. I don't want to, you know, spoil this. This is the person I could see myself being happy with for a long time. So that means I have to be more cautious about how I approach the connection. So there's some air energy coming through, someone who is being more logical, but not in a way that justifies like walking away. You know what I mean? So a change in behavior, redefining their approach to love, acknowledging that this is someone they want to keep around. And, you know, maybe like I've learned some things, you know, I don't have to do it the way I was always doing it. And the recovery card coming through with that Ten of Swords in the reverse. So I'm capable. I know how to avoid the problems. I know how to talk through whatever's going on so that I don't have to push this person away. I love this. This is great. We have someone doing things different. They feel more confident. They feel like this person is someone that is worth doing things different for. I feel like this is what was supposed to happen. Like I manifested in this person and I don't want to risk it. So I'm going to be honest about how I feel and, you know, they'll either accept me for who I really am or they won't. But we have someone who's finally feeling like love is possible. Hello, Bobby. I'm doing well. How are you doing? Yes, it's great. I'm excited for this person too. Just a few from the Love Oracle, and then we're going to move to those personal questions, okay? We've got two, and then Bossy, and then Gab, then Lee, Nat, and then Sundar. And I hope you're saying, or I hope I'm saying your name right, Sundar. So we've got Cloudy Judgment, Sorrow, and Family. Yeah. I think this is someone who learned bad habits from their family, and as a result, they lost a lot of the connections that they wanted to keep because they didn't know how to approach that emotional connection. But we have a determination to no longer go about love in that same way. I'm not going to run away from everyone. So this time I'm going to do my best and use, hold on, my intuition and stop running away from people because it gets pretty tiring to invest, you know, weeks or months into a connection for it to end the exact same way. So I'm going to do things differently. I'm going to approach it with like a genuine love. This is one of the best readings I think we've had in a while. So salute, or I don't know, like high five. Well done to whoever this is that is looking within and saying, I can do this differently and this person's worth it. Okay. Now we start on the personal questions, yeah? So for 2, we've got 3 questions. What is me and C's journey? What is the journey for 2 and C? It's the Empress. And the Queen of Wands with the 8 of Petals or 8 of Pentacles and Justice in the reverse. So what I see here is interesting. I feel there's 2 individuals that have a different mindset, but there's overlap. There's an appreciation and an ability to learn from each other. And with the 8 of Pentacles, there is a similarity in terms of what your purpose is. And with Justice in the reverse, I feel like there's an ability here for you and C to help each other in terms of making the more difficult decisions or taking a different approach when there is kind of like a strange crossroads, right? So I feel like this is very like we take care of each other kind of thing. So there is a deep love and appreciation. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic, but I do feel like you help each other, and that's a really beautiful thing. What about spiritual guidance? What spiritual guidance is there for 2 right now? What does 2 need to know? We have Judgment in the reverse, the Emperor, 2 of Jars in the reverse, and the 4 of Crystals. There is an interesting dichotomy when we have the Emperor coming through, even though it's a different question. I do feel like there is someone here who has failed to make the right decision regarding the connection with you. I'm really focused on the acorn at the top, and I know that there is more deep symbolism attached to it than what I'm about to say, but I can't help but think of the Ice Age dude who's trying to like hide his acorn, you know what I mean? And I feel like this is somebody who isn't quite ready to share their heart. So the acorn for me is somebody who's like hiding their heart. So this is saying take your intuition seriously if it encourages you to pull back in a connection where you could potentially fall in love with someone, because there appears to be some unfinished business with regards to emotional maturity and being able to actually be vulnerable, right? Hello, Ralph. How are you doing? Yes, Sid. Hello, Ryder. Or did I say hello to you? I can't remember. Yeah, was he a squirrel? I don't remember. No. He was he a sloth? Maybe he was a sloth. So next we have the update on POH. What is going on with POH, please? We have the 9 of Wands or the 9 of Wicks in the reverse, the Hanged Man in the reverse, 7 of Wands, and the 5 of Crystals or 5 of Swords in the reverse. So I'm getting like, maybe this is a little bit harsh as far as the word, sorry, there's like a hair stuck on my face. I'm getting the word impotent. So feeling like I have some sort of ability to get something done or be most competitive or, tackle someone to the ground, but I really can't. 9 of Wands in the reverse, and then we've got this, like, bat who doesn't have the, like, meaty part of the wing. So, like, good luck flying anywhere, right? There's something that POH is trying to accomplish, but they don't have what it takes. They don't have the mojo. So even though there is this strong desire to do something, it ain't gonna happen. They can want all they want, but with the 5 of Swords in reverse, this is like you don't have anything, okay? It's like it came to a knife fight, and it's an inflatable knife, and then you go and you try to hit someone, and it goes, boo. Sorry, is that a little bit too... Yeah. Let's not make that sexual, okay? I hope that helps, and maybe that is for the best as far as the impotence. And thank you, Jessica Mins. I'm very excited about it. I just got it yesterday. The squirrel's name is Scratz. Oh, that's adorable. How did I not know that? Yes, exactly. All right. Let us see what we have for Bossy Bish. I love the new name. What will the next 2 weeks with Jake look like, please? What will the next 2 weeks with Jake look like? Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. The Hanged Man in the reverse. Ooh, Death and the Two of Cups in the reverse, or Two of Potions in the reverse. There's trouble here. Someone who's being stubborn. And a concern as to whether or not there is ability to move forward. Hello, Lee. Thank you for the tip. But my ex was staring at me trying to prove something. What was his motive? Why was X staring me down? Okay, I have added that in, Lee. I will do yours at the same time as the other question as well, okay? What else regarding Jake, please, and Sierra? You're welcome to. A flaccid vlogger. Rachel, I can't. This is too funny. I'm going to have to find a way to call someone that. Just going to have to. So we have the Hermit in the reverse. Again, referencing some stubbornness. So I do feel like we have someone who's unwilling to see the actual, like, scope of the situation or lay of the land. Getting frustrated, maybe unnecessarily. We have the Queen of Pentacles and Temperance. But I see this as you working to balance things out. Even if you're the one who's been stubborn initially, I see this Queen of Pentacles as you being like, wait, we can figure this out. Eight of Needles or Eight of Swords and the Three of Potions. I feel like you take a step back and you're like, I know that we can work this out. But I just have to remind you that this has to be on his side as well, right? If he's not willing to work on things, then it's not your responsibility to carry the entire relationship on your shoulders. Strong though they may be, it is not 100% your responsibility. So this King of Wands in the reverse makes me feel like there's an issue of, like, he's not doing what he, like, his part would be. So that's why we have the Six of Swords. It's like the Six of Swords is usually a boat in a water, right? And what I'm seeing is a kayak going in circles because, you know, you're only paddling on one side, right? The other person has to be doing their work too. So this could be an issue of maturity. He might need to grow up a little bit. Yes. And you shouldn't have to be the one doing all the work. Period. End of story, you know? So, yeah. I'm sending you a big old hug. You know you deserve someone who is going to put in the effort, right? Let's see what we've got for Gab. We will go with the Blood Moon Tarot. How is Al feeling about Gab? How is Al currently feeling about Gab, please? Yes. Well, if you made this effort, then he didn't. You know what I mean? And you deserve to have more effort. So, Gab, it looks like we've got the Page of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, and the Devil in the reverse. I love to see the Devil in the reverse. This is somebody who is letting go of some sort of preconception or an issue that blocked them in the past, which kind of harkens back to the general reading itself. But this is someone who is investing in something in a different way. Five of Honey or Five of Pentacles, Page of Dreams or Page of Swords in the reverse, and the Three of Skins or Three of Wands. I see Al wanting to take a step towards you or wanting to address something that has not been said. Is this good or bad? Six of Skins would be the Six of Wands in the reverse, and Two of Honey or Two of Pentacles in the reverse. So it feels to me like this is like I have to either have a difficult conversation and it could cause a lot of problems, or I have to like kind of pretend. So it's like a little bit of fear about you. Maybe figuring them out. Two of Dreams in the reverse. Two of Swords in the reverse. This person's worried about how you feel. Like you view them as just like a distraction or a problem. Is there going to be a feelings confession? Not from what I see. Four of Honey or Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Four of Swords in the reverse. The High Priestess in the reverse. We still have some secretive energy here and a lack of confidence. Why the Four of Pentacles in the reverse, though? This seems to be somebody who is worried. If I confess my feelings, what kinds of expectations are you going to have? You know? What else am I going to have to work on? So confidence is the main issue here. I do feel like this is someone who is expecting negative things. And quite honestly, I feel like there's just a little bit of laziness here. You know, I don't want to go through all of that. And when you have a desire to be in a long-term relationship, if you can't talk about your feelings without being concerned, then you probably shouldn't be trying to date someone, right? Because like talking about your emotions, that's pretty much required in a relationship. Whether it's I love you or I'm mad at you, you're going to have to be able to do that. So this person needs to grow up a little bit. It's like they want a relationship, but only if they can have it on easy mode, and this isn't a video game. So hopefully they can go within and feel a little bit differently about what that looks like. Hello, Frank. You can call me Carmen, please. I hope you're having a good day. Hello, Lost. How are you doing? Yes. Oh, no. Yeah, I wouldn't do that for too long. Oh, you're welcome, Gab. I'm sending you a big old hug. We've got Lee up next, and this is the Graffiti Tarot. So, the client's son, Rob, used to talk to Lee, but now doesn't. Is he mad at Lee? Is Rob mad at Lee? No. Is Rob mad at Lee's client? The argument is between your client and Rob. I feel like Rob spoke some truth to your client and your client didn't like it. With the Hanged Man, Rob sees something very differently than your client. Now, this could be, you know, how your client should make choices or what kinds of things health-wise they're doing, but there is a disagreement between your client and Rob. How does Rob view Lee? You're the one who makes things better. Rob likes you, or at least thinks you're doing a good job. King of Wands. And I think to some degree it's like you also seem to handle the client a little bit better than most people. But Rob, I think, has lost patience dealing with your client, which is interesting. I mean patience that ends in CE. It's like I don't want to keep trying to say the same thing over and over again, just like not listening to me. It's just a little bit dark in here, so I'm going to light another candle, okay? helps, right? I try to make it so they're not touching, otherwise they make weird noises. I like how you spell psychic. Hey Frank, this is a tarot reading. I'm doing personal questions right now. If you have a personal question, please feel free to attach it to a super chat, or you can donate a membership to someone else and I will pull some cards for you. Lee is also wondering, why was the ex staring you down during the conversation regarding medications? He was waiting for you to say something. And did she end up saying it? Yes. So there was something that he knew you were going to say. He didn't like that. But I do also feel there's some anger here, of course. We have Wheel of Fortune and the Three of Cups in the reverse. It's like, I don't like that you make suggestions that are different from mine, or I don't like that you feel like something should change. And I think he doesn't want to do more. He is lazy. Why do we keep having this theme? He doesn't want to do something. And even though it's the right thing to do, he's like trying to not agree with it. So I think the staring was trying to manipulate you, trying to intimidate you. But it all rolls back to, I don't want to do this thing, or I don't want to do what you tell me to do, right? That's cool. You don't have to be happy about it, but if you get ordered by the court to do something, I would do it. I think he's intimidated. He might be starting to finally realize that you're stronger than he gave you credit for. Yep, exactly. Hey, thank you. Ooh, do I know how to say your name? Can I just say old toenail? Because that cracks me up. Does that imply that you lost one and then one grew in? Because I shut my fingernail in a van door once and I can relate. Sundar, you have not. We have Nat in front of you, and then it would be your turn. I'm so sorry. We did have a little bit of a list going today, but yours is coming soon. Let us move along. And Lee, I wish you luck. Nat is next, and we have, what guidance does Nat need on daughter's eye doc appointment? What guidance does Nat need regarding daughter's eye doctor appointment? Oofda. That is weird. Is he trying to, like, I don't know, use hypnosis or something? I feel like he's trying to impact your mental strength. Okay, so guidance for Nat, please, regarding the eye doctor for her daughter. 8 of Wands, Justice in the reverse, the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like someone's going to make a suggestion and it's like more expensive than it should be. Gosh, go figure. So we have the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse and the Magician. This is like someone saying, you know, this is the right thing, you need this is the only thing you can do, and it costs $500, but they don't want you to know that if you walk across the street, there is another place where you could get the same thing or almost as good, and it's like $300. So this is basically saying be cautious as far as spending money right away because this person says so. There could be something else that needs to be asked about or someone else that needs to be contacted. But I feel like the first thing that is recommended or told to you is more expensive than it needs to be. Or like they're not telling you about some program where it would be less expensive. Or if you come back on a Tuesday instead of a Friday, it's less expensive. There's something silly like that. And it's like, can you just tell me that that's an offer or that's something that I should consider? So with the 3 of Cups in the reverse, King of Wands, and 2 of Cups in the reverse, I feel like there's some sort of like, I don't know if it's a kickback per se, but it's like I am incentivized to tell you this is the best thing to do, and realistically this other thing could be good for you as well, or your daughter rather. So I would be cautious. There seems to be a little bit of conflicting motivations here, i.e., are we acting in the best interest of my daughter's health or your pocketbook? We've got the Four of Swords in the reverse and the Eight of Cups. So this is saying walk away, get a second opinion, or, you know, talk to someone who may have gone through a similar experience. Shoot, maybe even post on Reddit. But there is someone here who seems to be very, like, this is how it has to be, but I don't know that it really does have to be that way. Hello, cool girl. How are you doing? Hello. How's it going, Dolores? How are you doing? Or Dolores. Sorry. All right. Let's see what we've got regarding the surgery. So there could be someone else who does the surgery without it being so expensive, perhaps. Knight of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. There does seem to be, maybe it's even a change in terms of who they're partnered with or what person sponsors it, or maybe even if your insurance is going to change. But it's like you need to take a moment before you make that decision, and then I feel like it's not as expensive for you. Is the surgery going to be good for the daughter? If you go with the first recommendation, it causes more issues than it should. Now, maybe I'm telling you more than I should, but I'm just going to tell you. I went into my doctor, who I'd known for a very long time, and she recommended something, and then she ended up trying something new instead of doing what she had always done. It was just like removing a mole, nothing serious. But it ended up turning into something serious because it got infected, and she didn't do the way that she had known to do. So it's like if he's trying out some new product or some new approach and not telling you about that, it could go south and not go very well or become more expensive because you have to go back and do something again. Because I wouldn't think of that mole experience for no reason. So this is just saying, like, be cautious, ask a lot of questions, and it may be that the second choice or the second doctor or the second appointment date, something about not going with the very first offer because it's not right. So there's something here that they would potentially like overcharge you on, or the process wouldn't be right. I'm glad you liked that too. It was funny. All right. And thank you everyone for liking the video. I appreciate it. And then what about Lauren's energy? Is she okay? What is Lauren's energy, and is she okay? So we've got the King of Pentacles coming through for Lauren, which is a card that talks about stability. So I would say for now, this is looking like we got someone who's doing pretty well. But it feels to me like this is, I'm doing really well now. In the near future, there might be something that needs to change, or there might be something that is ending. I don't know if it's a living situation or a job or a relationship, but this ends up prompting or like kind of encouraging your daughter to consider, is this what I want to do, or should I go elsewhere? So I think for the moment things are good, but it's like keep an eye, because I feel like over the summer there could be some concerns or some change in what is working currently, and she may not necessarily have a great plan for how to deal with that change. All right, so let's move on to Sundar's question regarding career and business. And I think you said there was a new business opportunity. Looking for a new business opportunity right now. What would it be like? All right. What is the business opportunity that Sundar is most aligned with? Or what would be the best option? We have the Lovers in the reverse, Strength. Devil in the reverse, Justice in the reverse. I do see caution coming through for you, Sundar, because there's something here where it looks like a good option, but your intuition is telling you it's not. Trust your intuition. It's like everything on paper looks good, but maybe they have been cooking the books, which is an expression to say maybe they've been lying about their finances, right? So when your intuition contradicts all the facts, trust your intuition. Your intuition is guiding you better. And you can tell that something is not right in a situation. There's someone here who has kept information from you about something that could very much so impact the potential or like viability of this opportunity. So what is the good opportunity for Sundar? We have something that comes in real quick, and apparently you get all of the information at once, but you don't have much time to decide. It's like, here's everything you need to know. We need to know if you're on board or not. And this is the right option for you. With the Queen of Swords in reverse, I feel like you're not allowed to like ask questions, or you don't get to like, you know, have the formality or like the conversation you would want. But in this situation, your intuition is telling you, actually, I think this is right. With the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse and the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, you would be dealing with somebody who does not have good intuition, and you work well with that situation, or you improve their chances of success immensely because you work well with your intuition. So you make this opportunity all the better by joining onto it. Without you, I don't think this opportunity would do well. Four of Wands in the reverse. Sorry, that was the Three of Wands. And then guess what came out next? The Four of Wands in the reverse. See, I told you I'm psychic. And the King of Swords in the reverse. So this is an opportunity where someone, like there's a lack of leadership. And you would step into that role perfectly because you have this King of Swords energy. And you could guide it in the right direction. So the right opportunity for you allows for management of the direction, and your intuition guides it to be successful where otherwise it would not be. The opportunity that you should avoid is one that seems like it's all tied up perfect in a little bow for you, but they're lying to you about what's really going on, and your intuition tells you it's not right for you. So you're meant to be kind of like creative control, or like you know the direction, and if you don't have that control over it, then I don't think it's the right opportunity for you. So I'm sending you hopeful and abundant energy. I hope that goes well for you. Let's see, what do we have? Let me write down Cool Girl's question real quick. Oh, I am disappointed in Marvin. He needs to leave you alone. Drunk voicemails, venting about his life. Yeah, you're not there to just like take all of his negative energy. Although I don't have another one to go, so I think I'm just going to read from that right now. What do we want for your cards? We're going to go with the Golden Art Nouveau. So what is his deal? What is Marvin's deal? What is Marvin's deal? I'm seeing King of Wands in the reverse in my mind. Anger. Eight of Cups, Five of Wands, Queen of Wands, Three of Swords. He's heartbroken and he feels that he doesn't have control. You are so welcome, Sundar. This is like, I have to fight and I have to argue with you or find something that makes you respond, because it's like he wants the last word, or he wants to be the one to end things, perhaps. Very immature energy. You are this Queen of Wands, and I feel like it's difficult for Marvin to like remove himself from being in your orbit. Okay. I'm going to tell you right now that there is a chance, if you see Marvin again, that he would want to trap you with a baby. No pokey. Keep the clothes on. He's trying to find out manipulative ways to like get you to feel like you can't leave him. If it's not baby trapping, it's financial codependence, but it's like, how can I get you to feel like you have to give to me? Like, you have to be in my life. I'm going to play victim, or I'm going to make it seem like everything's awful. And the only way that my life could be good again is if you came back around, or I'm going to blame you for all these negative things that are going on in my life. It isn't your responsibility. It's his fault. It's because he doesn't want to take accountability that he's in the Five of Pentacles. It's because he wants to blame everybody else that he is not able to communicate in the right way with you, right? Or make progress. So he needs to figure things out on his own. He cannot rely on you for everything. And that's what it's looking like. What are you, his mom? Nope. Shouldn't even rely on your mom for everything. At least past the age of 18. We got 10 of Cups in the reverse, 3 of Wands in the reverse, and the Fool. You are meant to be focusing on new chapters, and he is trying everything in his power to pull you back into the old chapter. But he cannot offer the type of relationship that you are looking for. Even if he doesn't want to admit that, you know it. So, no relationship. Don't change your mind. Ignore him. If you have to, change your phone number. But this is like, the brakes are on for a reason, and there is happiness ahead of you. He means to steal that from you. He means to distract you from it and make you feel like you have to be attached to him. Yeah, you deserve so much better. Let's see. Should Cool Girl change the number? Yes. Go for it. Do it. Because then he will have to be a little bit extra creative and make it difficult for him, you know? Because look, if someone is telling you that they would like you to stop contacting them and you still are pursuing that, that's rude. It's dumb. It's not going to get you what you want. And manipulating your way into a long-term relationship is not how you get a healthy relationship. So I totally support changing your phone number. Get this guy out. I'm going to wash that man right out of my hair. What was that, South Pacific? I know that's old, but it fits. Sending you a big hug. You deserve to be treated with respect and love, okay? Yes, exactly. Thank you, Dana, from Mom and Grandpa Francis. Let's see. What message do we have for Dana from Mom, please? What message for Dana from Mom, please? Five of Cups in the reverse. Knight of Cups. 10 of Pentacles. And the Hierophant. There's good news coming to you. Something that deals with a loss or sense of grief from your past. I feel like this is a gift from your mom. See how we have the skull in the background? She's like, I'm sending you something. You won't like it. It's something you're supposed to enjoy for a long time. I feel like this is a relationship. I feel like your mom is sending you romance. How will Dana know that this is the gift from her mother? You'll see crows or ravens. See how they're over the horse? You'll see crows or ravens. Probably a moida of them? Isn't that what they call them? A group of them? And it could be that you're also seeing the number 3 repeating when you meet this person. But your intuition will definitely, like, you might even hear that, like, ringing sound in your ear when you meet someone. This is the person your mom has sent to you. She's like, better not waste it. You may be distracted by someone else when this person comes into your life. I don't feel they live very near to you. There would be a little bit of distance between the two of you. And look, we have the number 3, Empress. So look for the number 3. There's going to be crows and ravens around. helping you to identify this is the person my mom sent to me. Hello, Matt. How are you doing? It's called an unkindness. No, Ray, you are wrong. Ray, I'm doing a lot of questions right now, hon. I'm sorry. You're just gonna have to deal with it. Yes, I do too. And then we had from Grandpa František. What message do we have from Grandpa František, please? We have the Fool, the Knight of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the Star. Wow. There's new energy. I feel like this has something to do with your sun. Does this have something to do with... Yeah. I feel like there's going to be some opportunity here for your son to invest in a new activity or to be like there's a new hobby or maybe even a new way to meet some friends. And I feel like this is good for you and for your son. So mom's looking out for you and Gramps is looking out for your boy. Like, we got some good things coming in for both of you. And I feel like this is something that your son has not really done a lot of or invested in before, but all of a sudden it's like, this is my new favorite thing, you know? And Gramps is going to be like putting his thumb on the scale, making sure that things go well. So you're getting blessings from beyond, you and your son, and I love that for you. Hello, Favor. How are you doing? Hello, Brenda. Okay, I don't know if Lost Soul is still out there, but I'm going to pull a few cards because they did ask nicely if I could provide some guidance. Lost Soul, if you are still out there. Hello, Aya, or Ayak. I don't know how I'm supposed to say it. I hope you're having a good day. Yes, Gramps and Mom are looking out for you. So, what message do we have for Lost Soul, please? What message do we have for Lost Soul? 10 of Pentacles. Five of Wands. Page of Wands. Ace of Swords. And the Three of Pentacles. I see there being a change in your finances for the better. But Lost Soul, it requires a little bit of a battle. I feel this is basically one of those times in your life where you're going to realize maybe what I view as like a cornerstone or an important part of my life is not actually what is going to be working for me going forward. So there is, I think, a job search or maybe even gaining a certification or going back to school. There's something here where it's like, I know I need to do something different, even if it means that I have to make some changes that are a little bit uncomfortable or a little disruptive. I see you getting some like introduction or some education in a new path, and it is very good for you. You end up finding the type of job that enables you to live the life that you want. But right now, there's some negative talk about, you know, that's a fantasy, that's never going to happen, you know, why would you do that? Maybe there's someone here who feels like their life would be much more difficult if you walk away, right? So basically, tune out somebody's negative opinions. You have the ability to change your life, earn more money, or be happier, right? So don't let this person ruin that opportunity for you by being super negative or telling you that you can't do something. Thank you. I appreciate that, Minnie. I hope you're having a good day. And I'm going to do a few cards for Aya, but you have to tell me, Aya, am I saying your name right? That's the cost for the reading, okay? And thank you, everyone, for liking and subscribing. It means the world to me. What do we have for Aya, please? Ten of Wands in the reverse, the Devil in the reverse, Justice in the reverse, Nine of Wands in the reverse, Page of Swords in the reverse, and the King of Wands. What I'm seeing are two people or two groups of people arguing and everyone's losing. So this is saying, effectively what it's saying is like maybe the anger or the yelling or the, throwing everything you got at someone isn't the right approach. Because it's like there's more to lose as a result of that than if we were to, approach things differently. So there's a lot at risk between two people or between two groups. Could be families. And communicating with kindness goes a long way, because we have someone who says something deliberately to inflict, injury or harm upon another person, make them feel really bad about themselves, and it's too far. Now, that could be someone does that to you and you're wondering if you should return in kind, but this is like, it does no one any good when everybody's like leveled out and done and now there's nothing else that we can do to improve this, right? So choosing words carefully, and maybe even in some instances, saying nothing at all. You ever been baited into an argument? Look, I got some sassy comments, okay? I can be mean if I really want to. But more and more, it's like I would rather be quiet than to further engage with somebody who's just trying to start an argument. So you could say the meanest things about me, and if I know that that's just what you're trying to do, I'll just be like, okay. Or I'll just respond to the one thing that applies to me, right? And I'm going to ignore all the other. I'm not going to be baited into an argument because it's not worth my time. Because I would much rather be laughing and smiling and happy than, dragged into some BS argument. This is saying do not get dragged into an argument because it's not productive. So being quiet or choosing to just smile and nod is the smarter choice, because this is somebody who doesn't seem to really have a genuine outcome desired. It's just like, how can I make your life difficult? Exactly, Rachel. I hope that helps, Aya. Hello, Delinia. I hope you're having a good day. Yeah, it's no fun. We don't need those arguments. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I love you all. Thank you for being awesome. Thank you for likes, subscribes. Thank you for checking out my candles. Thank you for hyping my videos. And I'll see you later. Toodles.